a month. Now, it's not a hard thing for you. You could do it. And perhaps on a good day, you can crank out 160 shoes. And you do it. You're like, I could do that. Boom. So you crank out $160 or 160 pairs of shoes. But you're still making the $80. Okay? So, what happens is, you're working. You're getting paid a fair rate, what you agreed on. You're getting paid a fair rate on what you agreed on, but you're not making any more money. No matter how hard you work, no matter how impressive your work is, you don't make another dime. But you know, you're fine. You figure, okay, $1,600 a month pays my bills, my rent, and all my expenses, and you're happy with that, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, that's working. And yes, I know people are going to say, well, we need a living wage. We need $30 an hour, $40, $50 an hour. That's not how wages work. Wages are not made to make you rich. Wages are made to keep you working. Okay? Now, minimum wage was designed originally to make sure everybody got a minimum, enough that they calculated could be used. Now, they didn't calculate it was going to be a living wage. They didn't say, okay, you know, back in, what was it, the 1950s, I think, when they set the minimum wage? They didn't say, okay, this is going to pay your bills and help you retire. They just said, this guarantees that at the end of the week, you will have $100 in your pocket, which you should be able to do something with. Not buy a house, not buy a sports car, not buy a boat, not go get gold, not, you know, go to parties, but you should be able to at least pay rent. You know, food and other things are still not calculated in that. So, that's what they did. Now, minimum wage is for low-end jobs. Jobs that don't require any major training. Something you could be trained on in a week. Okay? Restaurants, fast food, trash collector, things like that. These are jobs that you can be trained on in a week. And, you know, and now let's say, okay, let's say we'll go back to our $10. Okay, $10 an hour is minimum wage. So now you go and work at McDonald's, you make $10 an hour. Now this is not going to, again, this is not going to buy you a new car. It's not going to get you a new TV. It's not going to get you a new house. It's not going to get you a gold-plated toilet. This is only designed to get you paid. Now, I had to walk away. So, that's the catch. That's the catch, is that you get paid just enough to pay maybe rent and maybe buy some food if you're sharing a house. Now, I understand you say, well, I can't retire on this. Well, you're not supposed to. The object of the game is not to stick with a minimum wage. Minimum wage is designed to A, get people into the workforce with work history, and B, get them a paycheck that they can function with. So, you know, so that's what minimum wage was designed for. Now, I'm going to put you down here for a second. Now, working at McDonald's, working at Wendy's, Taco Bell, even Home Depot and other places like that, they're not designed to make you rich. They're not designed to help you retire. They're designed to get you in the workforce and get a job under your belt and get you a paycheck. Now, don't get me wrong, there are jobs that can help you retire if you do it right. If you want to go be a roughneck on an open seas oil rig, you know, and you do that for 4 years, you can earn your way up to earning a good chunk of change, you know, 80, 100,000 a year. And if you save your money in 2 years, you'll be able to, you know, buy a house, buy a car, or at least live comfortably. So, you know, if you're young enough, but again, those are, you know, we're talking about age limits. 18 to say 45, you know. So that's, you know, that's possible to have a job that pays $100 an hour, $200 an hour, maybe even $300 an hour. But that's